Welcome to Onivia, League of Legends highlights. These are the best highlights from today's LPL matchup.
Now without flashes to disengage, they need to be very, very careful of that. With double AD carries and the Sejuani Braum, if you get
especially considering there's going to be a couple minutes before an objective fight might be required. Topside we look instead though. Wayward in danger, gold cards, and sidestep some of the damage. Wayward about to get potentially jumped out a bit further. The turnaround is pretty big. Out comes the exhaust. Hoya in danger. Remember, has no flash. Stranglethorns come on through. First blood goes towards the TF. Marcus roamed on up. Yanchang saved by a grand entrance. And TT fumble the play topside.
Oh my word, missing that ultimate. Sidestep dodge is out on that ultimate. Baytron misses the W2. It's a nightmare start for Baytron, going back into the mid lane.
Speaking of nightmares, now Wayward gets to take that lead elsewhere. Baytron is here though, turns it potentially around, but again, is just too late, and that is a problem.
Huge problem, because Wayward just got kills in his lane there to force inside lanes.
Plate number 2 claimed down there. Yanxiang here for another lane gang to gang. We did see work out so well. Hoya, lightning rush away, but flash into the E means Hoya's got nowhere to go. Cannot rocket belt out of the Stranglethorns. And Wayward gets another while the grubs were being considered by TT. Going to be a lot harder to do now.
The rookie jungler is having huge impact on this early game. The first 2 Stranglethorns of the game, and also showcasing what are the changes that came through to Zarya. You can E flash coming through. They might need to try and survive here, though. They don't have that ultimate anymore.
Flash on in for the quickness, gets onto the Braum, but the turnaround is pretty big. Flash E to get some turnaround and buy some arrow. Coming down from downtown as well as Yanchang goes down. A 1-for-1 right now. Teleports flying on in. Base one. Could use a step on forward. Culling is dangerous. WE in a dangerous position themselves. Not quite dead to the double tap from UCal, who just cannot find lethal damage this game.
TT are so close to turning it around in a big fight, but they only take 1 kill out of that. That is disaster for TT. Again, Hoya.
Grubs were somewhat taken by the Zarya picking up 1, but it's still going to be the dragon stacking stopped by TT. There's still a couple grubs.
Version of Abel, which played in that fan favorite OMG roster. Just wait for the arrow. Gonna wait for that arrow.
Oh, it lands!
Again.
That's huge! Big stun! Doesn't get it. Finally get the exhaust does come on through just about in time. The turnaround can still be pretty huge here. The gold guard comes on down. Wayward trying to throw as much damage as he can before he's in danger. Another stun will shortly be available for Hoya if he can get it in here. Baytron looking to see whether we get in, but he is too late. And the Glacial Prison will not be aiming them at Wayward over and over and over again. Doesn't save the tower though. Wayward will be able to stick around for this, you would imagine. Can't quite clear the minions in time, and Wayward burns the summoner, but sticks around, holds his nerve.
Wayward gets rid of that flash, but doesn't stop him getting that turret.
Doesn't. Fofo is going to be trading up with Yukal. Both junglers are here. Barrier comes on down. Damage is pretty good, but over comes Feather and Mark as well. Can maybe look to turn this around. Glacial Prison comes on through. Lands onto Fofo. Yanxiang now in danger. Flashing out of top of the passive will land onto the Zyra. And we know what plants do in winter. They wither and they die as Hoya's teleport and a slicing maelstrom secure the skill.
Finally, TT some gold back onto Hoya, importantly, which means that maybe he can contest the individual matchup against Wayward a little bit more. It does mean that Wayward has used his ultimate towards that top side.
Yeah, it means he's not really going to be here to stop this dragon going on down, as 1xN throws out the Ranger's focus and will rapidly burn that particular neutral objective down. Herald summoned in mid lane by the side of WE, who want to try and force through this.
They will, and I think they will be able to. There's no real big engage on the other side. 1xN can look for the arrow.
Lands it onto Mark. Not the best target. Glacial Prison afterwards is onto Mark again, and it just CCs him for a bit. There's no real way to get to the backside as he goes on. It takes a huge chunk of damage. Page 1 just about alive. 1xN being chugged out as the Stranglethorns came on down. Wayward gets a tier 1 topside all the while as well.
So WE end up breaking.
Wayward doesn't want to walk up to Hoya, which is fair. He does have a death cap.
Going to be a lot of damage. If he puts the exhaust down, that's fine, but it's now not going to be on UCal, who can start to do this. Can they get out in time? No, they cannot. And they bring down the TF, who knew there was something going on, but still face checks regardless. Double summoners and the shutdown going over.
And his
Braum to ensure no Baron sneak shenanigans occur. That's pretty good news for Thunder Talk, who get themselves that important shutdown, get themselves decide against it, not quite having enough information. Hoya is on the flank now, but so is Wayward. Hoya with the flash.
Abel's made a mistake. Oh my god.
Phase 1 now being jumped. They've tried to turn it around themselves. Good angle from WE. They get onto the Sejuani, and it's going to be roast pork for breakfast.
But why didn't Hoya pull the trigger? Abel had no flash, no cleanse, and Hoya could have gone in with the ult. That feels like a massive mistake from the top laner of TT. Baron's not going to go down. Hoya's looking for the flank.
Okay. Here we can go, get over the wall. They need to get a gold card onto him now. Wayward in danger. Baron goes down into the backline of the Baron pit. They go. They're all so low. They're in danger. 3 dead already. Fofo and Abel must escape. Double AD carries in danger as Feather and Hoya flash over the wall, making sure there are no contact. Abel, with a lot of HP and double buffs though, could still win this fight potentially for them. They're going to be allowed to reset.
Hoya,
Which one got caught out the last time. This time around though is holding on for the last available moment. Gets on in here. Wayward looking for the angle. Feather now spotting things out. Flash on to the Kennen. Dragon Soul secured. Kennen down already though could prove problematic. Feather and the rest of Thunder Talk now trying to back away. Besh on Arctic Assault to try to get safety as the volley slows prove problematic. Besh one clearing out the wave here. Kind of aware might well be dead. And so he's trying to make the shove afterwards as problematic as possible.
he's got the cloud movement speed, but I don't think it's going to be enough. He's trying to run as fast as he can. Fly, this boar is trying to get some wings. Turns out pigs really can fly if you ask them to. Nicely enough, this one's flying straight towards the gray screen though. Wayward potentially was going to get all in by 1xn there, but he thinks better of it, not having that cleanse. And TT, they get themselves soul at the cost of 2.
And there's no Baron or anything to take here, and because Base 1 cleared out the wave, not very easy for them to get a wave in before respawns are here. Slows to prove pretty problematic as Wayward hit with the culling and Chiang as well, taken pretty low after that one, but no one dead. Yukal just about okay. Worried he was going to be in danger there, but not going to be there as the Baron is also timed out, so it shouldn't be too much more on the...
Fofo might be able to combo up with Wayward's gold card immediately, though that's going to be the top, that's Tau going down. Wayward might have to leave Fofo, the double teleport.
Danger, he's dead, can't get the TP out, and that'll be Fofo going down, but it means everyone there could be problematic, but with the Cloud Rift zones, Baron is actually quite hard to start up before people get here in time.
Hoya just ends up teleporting towards mid as well. They want to keep forcing. There's no ultimate here now from the cannon, but maybe TT can force a fight again. They have that Cloud Soul, much easier for them to run forwards and find targets.
Yeah, and of course you've lost so much of your damage. Fofo has no TP and is dead for another 40 seconds. They can start a Baron with that man advantage and feel a lot happier about it.
TT have 0 ultimates, though, is the big problem. They have Yukal's ultimate, but no big engage. Because of that, it makes things a lot more difficult to value at that cleanse for the rest of his teammates.
See Infinity Edges completed for 1xn and Yukal. Alright, if the arrow misses, the regular auto attacks will do a lot of work at this point of the game. Arrow afterwards goes wide, was dodged away from. Yukal culling on the backline. Stranglethorns disengage. Wayward looking for the gold card, gets it onto Yukal. Golden now is Wayward! Fire! Slicing Maelstrom from the gods, gets 2, and the rest of the team is immediately eviscerated. They are static shocked down as the Greek god of thunder, it feels like, is here to play. What an ultimate in from Hoya. What a flash.
How did WE fall apart that quickly? They let the cannon get into the backline. Wayward couldn't get his maximum value out of that fight, and Hoya wins the game for Thunder Talk. Wow, they ended up putting themselves a very topical champion up there to the top lane to seal out this win. It was back and forth. They let the TF get ahead, but they did not let him end the game. Nexus falling in favor of TT. Huge moment there for Thunder Talk, who claim a fantastic team fight win. Wayward went forwards. He tried to get onto Yukal, and he meant he was out of position, not there to exhaust, and suddenly...
These were the best highlights from today's LPL matchup. Click that subscribe button faster than Ramus can say okay. See you on the next one.